Sensory characteristics refer to the attributes of food that are perceived through our senses: taste, aroma, texture, and appearance. These characteristics play a crucial role in our food choices, influencing everything from dietary preferences to emotional connections with food. Key sensory attributes. Taste. There are 5 recognized basic tastes. Sweet, typically associated with sugars, signals energy-rich foods. Sour indicates acidity, often found in fruits like lemons and vinegar. Salty, important for electrolyte balance, found in table salt and preserved foods. Bitter, often a warning signal for toxins, found in foods like coffee and dark chocolate. Umami, the taste of glutamate, savory flavor found in meats, cheeses, and broths. Taste buds located on the tongue send signals to the brain, allowing us to perceive these flavors. Aroma is the smell of food, which plays a vital role in flavor perception. The olfactory receptors in the nose detect volatile compounds that contribute to the food's aroma. Aroma influences not only flavor, but also our appetite and emotional responses to food. For example, the smell of fresh bread can evoke feelings of comfort and nostalgia. Texture refers to the feel of food in the mouth, including attributes like smoothness, crunchiness, chewiness, and creaminess. Texture is crucial for food enjoyment and can significantly influence consumer preference. For instance, crispy chips are often preferred over soggy ones. The visual presentation of food, including color, shape, and overall plating, plays a vital role in our perception and enjoyment. Research shows that people often judge food quality based on appearance before tasting it, making it a critical factor in food marketing and culinary arts. Understanding taste and flavor perception is essential in food science, as these elements significantly influence our eating experiences, preferences, and cultural practices. Let's delve into the intricacies of taste and flavor perception, breaking it down into various components and mechanisms. Taste refers to the sensations that arise when specific molecules in food interact with taste receptors on our tongue. The human tongue has taste buds, which are clusters of sensory cells that can detect different taste modalities. There are 5 primary tastes recognized by scientists. Sweetness is typically associated with sugars and certain carbohydrates. Common examples include table sugar, honey, and many fruits. The perception of sweetness usually signals energy-rich foods. It is often a preferred taste because it indicates the presence of calories. Sourness is perceived when food contains acids, such as citric acid in lemons or acetic acid in vinegar. Sourness can indicate the ripeness of fruit or the presence of spoilage in food. It can also balance flavors, enhancing the overall taste profile. Saltiness comes from sodium ions found in salt and certain minerals. Salt is essential for human health, helping regulate hydration and nerve function. The taste of salt can enhance other flavors and make food more palatable. Bitterness is often associated with compounds found in certain plants, such as alkaloids like caffeine and quinine. Many bitter substances can be toxic, so the ability to detect bitterness serves as a protective mechanism. However, bitterness can also add complexity and depth to flavors when balanced with other tastes. Umami, which means pleasant savory taste in Japanese, is derived from amino acids, particularly glutamate, found in foods like meats, cheeses, and broths. Umami signals the presence of proteins, which are essential for growth and repair. When we eat, food molecules dissolve in saliva and bind to taste receptors on the taste buds. This interaction sends signals to the brain, where they are interpreted as different tastes. Here's a closer look at the process. Taste buds and receptors. Each taste bud contains 50 to 100 taste receptor cells that respond to different taste modalities. These receptors are specific to certain chemicals, like sweet receptors detecting sugars. Once activated, these receptors send electrical signals through cranial nerves to the brain's gustatory cortex, where the perception of taste occurs. Adaptation. Prolonged exposure to a specific taste can lead to sensory adaptation, making it less intense over time. For example, after eating something very sweet, subsequent sweet tastes may seem less pronounced. While taste refers to the basic sensations on the tongue, flavor encompasses the overall experience of food, including aroma, texture, and temperature. Here's how flavor works. Aroma. Aroma is a critical component of flavor. When we eat, volatile compounds from food release into the air and travel to our olfactory receptors in the nose. This interaction significantly enhances the perception of flavor. A large portion of what we perceive as flavor comes from smell. For example, the flavor of vanilla ice cream is largely derived from its aromatic compounds. The brain integrates information from both taste and smell, along with other sensory inputs to create a unified flavor perception. This is why food can taste bland when we have a cold, as our sense of smell is impaired. Texture. The mouthfeel of food and temperature also play essential roles in flavor perception. For example, the creaminess of yogurt or the crunchiness of a chip contributes to how we experience flavor. Visual cues, such as color and presentation, can affect our expectations and perception of flavor. A colorful dish is often perceived as more appealing and flavorful. Different cultures have unique flavor profiles based on local ingredients and culinary traditions. For instance, Asian cuisines often emphasize umami and sour flavors, while Western cuisines may focus more on sweetness and richness. These cultural preferences shape our taste experiences and can influence what we consider delicious. Flavor experiences are often tied to memories and emotions. The smell of a specific dish may evoke memories of family gatherings or childhood, enhancing the flavor perception. This emotional connection can affect our food choices and preferences throughout life. Texture adds another dimension to flavor perception. Foods can be crunchy, creamy, chewy, or smooth, and each texture provides a different sensory experience. Texture influences how we chew and swallow food, which can also impact the release of flavors. For example, the crispiness of a fried food can enhance its flavor experience by providing a satisfying crunch. The appearance of food is one of the first factors that influences our perception and choice. Humans are visual creatures, and the way food looks can determine our initial interest and appetite. Key elements include: colors evoke specific feelings and expectations about taste. For instance, vibrant colors often suggest freshness and ripeness, while dull colors might imply spoilage. Different colors can also indicate flavor profiles. For example, red foods like strawberries are often perceived as sweet, while green foods like leafy vegetables may be viewed as bitter or earthy. The shape of food can influence perception. For example, a neatly sliced cake may appear more appealing than one that is haphazardly cut. Plating techniques can enhance visual appeal. Chefs often use contrasting colors and shapes to create a visually stimulating plate, making the food more enticing. The surface of the food also plays a role in appearance. A glossy finish on a sauce can make it look more appetizing, while a dry or cracked surface might signal that food is stale. Texture can create visual interest. For example, a dish that incorporates various textures, like crispy, creamy, and crunchy elements, can be more visually appealing and suggest a complex flavor experience. The appearance of food can evoke emotions and memories. Attractive presentations can heighten anticipation and enjoyment, while unappealing presentations may lead to negative assumptions about flavor and quality. Studies show that well-presented dishes are often rated higher in taste, even if the actual flavor remains unchanged. Sensory evaluation is a scientific discipline used to evoke, measure, analyze, and interpret responses to food products through the senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. It is essential for understanding consumer preferences during the development of new products. Ensuring consistency and quality in food products by evaluating sensory attributes regularly. There are various methods for conducting sensory evaluation, including: these tests determine whether there are detectable differences between products. Common types include: panelists are given 3 samples, 2 of which are identical, and asked to identify the odd one out. Panelists taste a reference sample and then taste 2 additional samples to identify which one matches the reference. This method involves a trained panel that describes the sensory characteristics of a product in detail. It creates a sensory profile that includes attributes such as flavor, texture, and aroma intensity. This is useful for understanding the complex interactions of different sensory components. These tests assess consumer preferences and acceptance. Common methods include: consumers rate their liking on a scale, for example, from 1 to 9. Small groups discuss their preferences and perceptions regarding a product, providing qualitative data. Sensory evaluation helps food scientists and developers understand how consumers perceive products, enabling them to make informed decisions in product formulation, marketing, and quality assurance. It bridges the gap between product characteristics and consumer preferences, ensuring products meet market demands. In conclusion, the sensory characteristics of food, taste, aroma, texture, and appearance, play a crucial role in shaping our culinary experiences. Understanding how these elements interact helps us appreciate not only the science behind food, but also its cultural and emotional significance. Taste encompasses the basic sensations detected by our taste buds, leading to the intricate perception of flavor when combined with aroma and texture. Appearance serves as a vital first impression that can influence our appetite and expectations about a dish, emphasizing the importance of visual appeal in culinary presentation. Sensory evaluation provides a structured approach to measuring and understanding how consumers perceive food products, guiding the development of new and improved food items. Together, these aspects form a comprehensive framework for exploring food experiences, highlighting the profound connection between our senses and our enjoyment of food. By recognizing the complexity of these interactions, we can better appreciate the artistry of cooking and the science of food technology, ultimately leading to enhanced culinary innovations and consumer satisfaction.